Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Once again, this is your boy Dr. Martin. Thank you so much for watching and tuning into the second video that we have actually recorded for you guys. And also, thank you so much to everyone that has actually subscribed to the channel. We are on over 450 subscribers in just 3 days. And the first video we've actually uploaded is over 1,500 views, which is also quite an achievement. Thank you so much, guys. I honestly really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Do make sure that if you are new to this channel, do subscribe, also like the video and drop a comment down below. Make sure that you really let us know exactly how this channel is helping you and what are the couple of things that you have actually learned even from the previous video. And also do tell me stuff that you would actually want to learn as well from this specific channel. So as I did say, this channel is strictly meant for personal growth. I want to grow people psychologically, spiritually. I want to grow you in every possible way that I obviously can actually grow you. So before I start and I get into the topic of today, I want to show you guys exactly how my weekend was like. As I did say that I will put in here and there things that I've actually done, you know, even on the weekend or even during the week for that matter. So I want to take you guys into my personal space and my personal journey. So do look out at the stuff that I did, and also stay tuned even for after the video to see exactly what the video is about. I'll see you just after this snap, you know. That's exactly what I got up to. You know what they say, boys and their toys. We met up with my friends and it was actually quite good. You know, but today, what I want to show you guys is, you know, the fundamentals of trading, which I think is one of the important aspects in trading. And I think that once we get to the level of understanding certain tricks and things that happen into the markets, that is when we're actually increasing our chances of actually making more money. Remember that in the Forex market, in the industry, it is all about probability. And what you need to work on is obviously increase your skill set so that you're able to actually spot and identify more opportunities to actually help you grow as a trader, even as you are on a quest of being profitable and obviously consistently profitable. There's a difference between being profitable and there's also a distance between being consistently profitable. So I want to show you guys exactly, you know, how to draw proper support and resistance levels. That's the first thing that all of us genuinely need to understand as we are on this journey of trading. So I'm going to dive into the markets with you guys. And obviously, I'm looking at US 30 right now. And I want to show you the exact ways of actually understanding how to draw proper support and resistance levels. Now, before you actually move on, I want to explain to you exactly what support and resistance is. A lot of people actually have heard this term, and a lot of people actually do know of this term, but not a lot of people actually do know exactly what this actually means. So for me, in my perspective and based on the experience that I've had in the markets, I have been able to actually understand that the word support is literally the same word as low, and the word resistance is the same word as high. So when you're spotting proper support and resistance levels, you want to observe the lows and highs of the markets, because if you try to observe these lows and highs, then this can really help you get to understand exactly where specific levels have been set up and where specific levels have actually been placed. So I want to take a minute to show you exactly proper levels in which you can use as you are on a journey of understanding, you know, the proper ways of trading. People do, you know, want to trade, and people obviously do put in like a lot of investments into the understanding of the markets, and you know, but not a lot of people actually really do understand these elements and these terminologies that we speak about. So what I attempt to do right now is to basically make sure that you guys really understand fully what support and resistance is, and really try to understand it the same way that I do. And this will help you greatly even as you are starting the week as well, because what I'm doing right now is to help you at least have a different trading week for this particular week that we're on. So what I'm going to look at right now is that we have this market over here. So as you can see, I'm just going to look at current market literally from this region over here. So I'm just going to look at that region over there, and obviously I'm going to look at the region over there. So I want to use this particular market to be able to spot and identify these levels that I'm talking about. So as you can see, the markets have been going up and down in this specific moment. So the markets have been buying and the markets have been selling, and this has been happening for quite a couple of weeks. We have been stuck around this level for a number of weeks, and as you guys would know already, if you're from my previous channel, you would know that obviously what I want to focus on, I want to focus on US30 only. And because I obviously trade this alone, I know exactly what to look at, and I know exactly what to look for when I do trade this particular market. So the markets have been stuck in this current range. If we're being very much accurate, from 13th of April till today, the markets have been ranging at least within that level and within that range, and that's what we need to look at. So I'm not going to go far back, but I'm going to use this current market that we do have to actually spot and identify proper support and resistance levels. So one of the reasons why I never go to a market that's super old is because I don't want to actually focus on really old data that will end up not being relevant in today's market. So what I want to do is I want to take a time to actually show you moves that will happen as you are trading and that will really affect the market that you're trading and the moves that you're obviously gunning for. So let's take a minute to look at exactly what we do have here. So from the left hand side, as you can see my cursor over there, we do have the market printing out a high price over there. So if I take my horizontal ray tool over there to basically draw over there, if you look across the markets, even from that previous highest point, so remember I said resistance levels and support levels are also interpreted as highs and lows. So if you look at the highest market over there, you are able to see that even over there, the market did kind of, rejecting that same level. Even over here, that's the same level. Even over there, that's the same level. Over here as well, and over there. So the buy that happened even last week came exactly around that level. Now, a lot of people would want to look at this region as just one solid line. But if you really take your time to look at exactly what really happened over here, you are able to see that the two lines in which I drew over there subsequently become that sensitivity area, that sensitive area we're obviously looking at. So instead of having a line like that, I would rather have a boxed region like that. That's obviously going to help me understand that that whole area and that whole region is a level of sensitivity. So once you're able to understand these things, then you're able to understand exactly what you do have in the markets, which in this particular market, we can clearly see that that's a whole region of sensitivity where the market is thrown into that level and the market will go either up or even come back down. So look at this from the left hand side. So the market rejected over there, went down, rejected over that level, went down, rejected over that level, went down, rejected over that level, still went down. So this level becomes a valid area of resistance, because whenever the market is thrown into that level and into that region, the market will basically turn the opposite direction. So these are the kind of moves that we're obviously looking at to be able to understand exactly the levels in which the market is most likely to turn from. So one of the biggest reasons why we look for support and resistance levels is obviously because you want to identify probable areas and regions in which the market will be turning from, most likely to basically turn from. So that's the reason why we're actually looking at these particular levels. So you're looking at the highs and the lows in which the market is printing. So if the market prints out a high price from the left hand side, you want to mark up that high price so that you're able to see what happens on the right hand side. Because remember that if the market establishes that level even from the left, the market can go into that same region, bounce off of that level a couple of times before it actually breaks through that level. So that's the first level that we can clearly spot and identify in this particular market. Again, we do have another level over there. If you look at this high that was printed over there, you are able to see that that high over there is actually a region of sensitivity. So that's a whole region of sensitivity. But remember that we obviously want to look at the highest price that was printed over that level as well, which in this case also brings us to this conclusion of these two lines that we do have in this market. Also, instead of drawing lines, you would rather draw a rectangle box over there. That would probably help you understand that whenever the market comes around that level, you want to observe and see whether the market is going to go the opposite direction or the market will actually stay in that same level or even below that level. So you're looking at those elements to see whether the market is breaking out of that zone or the market is staying above that level. So that's another level in which we can clearly identify in this particular market. And how do we see that? We see that because the market goes up, comes back down to this region, fails to break past that region, goes back up, comes back down, fails to break past, goes up, comes back down, fails to break past, goes up, comes back down again, fails to break out of that level, and also goes back to that high region, comes back to that lower region. So subsequently, this lowest area, which was the previous highest area, that becomes your probable area and zone in which you want to buy from. So that's a level that you obviously want to focus on to see whether the market really breaks out of that level or not. So this is another way that you can actually kind of get to understand it, to say that these support and resistance levels are probable zones that you want to trade from, and these are levels in which you can be able to basically take trades moving forward. So that's another level that we can clearly see. And also, do not force to see levels that don't exist in the markets, because that's another thing that traders struggle with, that people want to force to spot and identify so many levels in their charts, so much that you end up being confused with the levels that you've drawn, and you're not able to fully understand exactly what the markets are printing out. Because remember that one thing that we gun for, we always want to understand where the market is going. And once we do get to understand where the market is going, that's going to help us understand possible entry points and possible zones that we want to trade from. So don't have a lot of lines in your market so much that your charts are so dirty and filthy until you're unable to properly see and spot and identify levels in which you can trade from. So again, what do we have here? So I'm going to look at a slightly more recent market that we do have. So we do have that high price that was printed over there. And again, don't forget that we want to look at also the open and the closure of those candles as well, to basically be able to understand what kind of levels we do have. So right now we can see that the current market that we do have has been thrown into that region. Now the market can either reject from that level, which clearly means that the market will turn the opposite direction, or the market can basically react in that region because that simply because that region would have been a sensitivity level that the market wants to obviously respect, and to show that this is a level that really does exist. Now you look at a lot of elements for you to be able to sell or buy from a certain level. This is not enough for you to start selling on that level, and I'll cover that on another video as to how to spot and identify a selling or a buying market, to be able to understand exactly what you're really going to do whenever you're trading. So one thing that I'd really want to focus on as well is also now these minor levels that we do have in between. So if you look at this high price over there and you draw a rectangle to actually understand exactly what happens. So we are able to see that the market rejected over there, came back to this level, rejected again, came back to that level, rejected. We can see that long wick that was thrown into that exact level. So this is now a solid zone that we can have. Remember, before you can identify a level as a level of support or resistance, that level has to at least be tapped twice for you to confirm that level as a new level of support or resistance, in which in this case we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rejections around that level, which means that that's a valid zone that we can kind of use as a level that we can basically trade from. So from here, the market can basically typically reject from that level, or rather react from that level to find a more recent level that we can kind of use to find entry. So the market can basically do something like this. So the market can pull back into this lower region. From that region, then we can see a long buy into that level. So this is how to properly spot and identify support and resistance in the quickest way that you possibly can. So with this, you want to obviously understand that there's also time in which you want to save as you are trading, because the more you take time trying to find levels, the more you're missing out on positions. So I hope you guys really got to understand these simplistic elements of trading that I bring onto you guys. And also don't forget, the channel is strictly meant to build you as you are trading, to motivate you to become a better trader, and the channel is meant to give back value to you. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys really understood the video. I wanted to record this as short as possible because obviously support and resistance are really the elementary subjects of trading. That's really the fundamentals of trading, the basics of trading. So I wanted to give you guys a video that would help you get to understand exactly how to look and spot for proper support and resistance levels. Don't forget, again, this is your boy Dr. Martin. Go check my Instagram page out, which will be pinned on this video over here. So if you're looking at the screen, you are able to see my handle. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel and drop a comment down below, like the video, also share the channel on your stories, and I'll obviously do repost as you are sharing. But again, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have a proper profitable week. Once again, your boy Dr. Martin signing out. Peace out.